Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm about to break down my best beats of all time. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get everything. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna do 4-1 Freeway. I'm gonna do Snowfall, and I will do Madness with D-Bills, Madi, and Mula G's. So let's start with 4-1 Freeway. As y'all know, this sample, I was on TikTok. I was scrolling on TikTok, random day, just regular day, and then I came across this sample. Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, do it to you. If you know, you know. So that sample been like bubbling on TikTok for like a couple months now. So I was like, I gotta sample this. So I got the sample, and then I just extracted it.
Play that shit. Play that shit. Play that shit.
I did work on it, like for the vocals. I added a fruity flangus. This is one of my, if you want a good stereoizer for any sound, fruity flangus is fire. I added an EQ on the vocals. What else? So this is the vocals. And then you got the actual instrument. Very simple. I just put an EQ on it. Cut some of the high end out, so you don't hear that like that fuzzy sound. And then what's this? This is another part of the instrument. I just took the bass out, some of the high end, and then with all three you get this. Right? Boom. So this part. This is majority of the sample. Or the loop, you say, right? Drums. The drums were extremely simple. Extremely simple. So how I make beats. So when I structure it out, I'll do one pattern for 8 bars, a different pattern for the next 8 bars, and then another pattern for the next 8. So I'll have 4 different patterns for 32 bars. Okay, and I'll explain what that means. So look, the beat starts off like this. This is with pattern 6. Simple. The snares are on the 3/7. See, this is like my go-to snare. This is my go-to snare. And then I added this snap. Y'all know this snap. This is a pretty popular snap. This is the crash. Actually, I didn't know it was this crash. You know what's funny? As of recently, I've been using this crash. Play, what the fuck? Why is it freezing? Why is my laptop frozen now? What the fuck, bro? Alright, cool. So I've been using this because I thought it was this, but it's the same thing. So yeah, facts. So I put this crash, and then what did I do? I used this. So this is the sauce right here. This bass. I'll have it at the end of the bar. So this is what it sounds like. God. You feel me? So that's how the beat starts off. So as the beat progresses, I added another pattern, right? I added this zap sound. The new jazz is it always hits. I added this sexy snare. I think that was it. That was it for this pattern. I'm not gonna lie, I damn near forgot I added this zap sound. And even that sexy snare. Okay, cool. Now for the next portion, the next pattern. This is where I added the 808s. I added the 808s, spins 808s, regular, you feel me? And I added this pop sound. So this is what it sounds like.
Your pussy like this.
It's that one. It's the, you feel me?
Your pussy like.
I added a cut to it. I added an envelope, so it sounds, so it only, you could only hear the pop. And then this is what it sounds like. See, when I get a good bass line with the 808, I know that's just gonna hit, because personally, 808s aren't my strong suit. So when I could get the perfect 808 that matches the melody, it's a hit. I know it's a hit, automatic. I bet. So after that pattern, I added another pattern, which is the final pattern. And this is what it sounds like. I think I changed up the 808. And shout out Shomai, bro. Shomai, I use a lot of Shomai's drum sounds. So I'll do that a lot. So you see how I just put pattern 1, pattern 5, and pattern 1. So as you listen to the beat, you're gonna start to notice. To me, composition is everything. So that, like, I'll do something like where I'll do that where what the fuck am I saying, bro? I switch up the 808s a lot, right? So you see how it was the spins 808 first, and then it was that. If I'm really feeling it, I'll switch the 808 up like 2 more times. But this is a simple beat. This is a pretty simple beat. So that's about it. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very simple beat, bro. And like, it's true, bro. It's always the simple beats that end up just hitting. What's the... Okay, so for this part, I wanted Jen Carter. I wanted Jen Carter on this part. I wanted Jen on this beat. Like, when we first made the song, I had no idea. When we first made the song, Kyle Rich and Tata were in the studio. Jen came after. And you know, I'm gonna give y'all a story. That was the day, like what they're talking about in the song, like police like actually showed up to the spot, and like undercover dead ass pulled up to the studio, like banging on the door, just let me fucking in, yeah, and the whole place got raided. That was the day Stu got raided. Scary shit. And this is right after we made the song. The song wasn't done though. I mean, obviously, like, what happened after that, like, everything, like, worked out for the better, but we deadass made the song and the police raided the studio. Mad crazy. So, and then Jen ended up coming after, but this wasn't until, like, after the song was done and police raided the studio. So, like, she couldn't really work on the song. I'm saying all this to say I wanted Jen on this part of the beat. Like, I deadass made a whole part just for Jen, and I sent it to KR. I'm like, yo, you gotta get Jen on this. And then that's when KR sent me the most updated version, which was with the beat switch with Lil Tag. And then that, you know, obviously that's where the beat switches up. It's like it's like this hyper pop, very like high energy beat. Damn, I should have called Lil Tag. And then had him been a part of this beat breakdown, but it's fuck it. It's whatever. So this part of the beat didn't end up being used, but everything else, y'all know, y'all hear the song, y'all hear what it is. Very, very, very simple beat. I'm gonna play everything back together.
Yo, mean, play that shit. Play that shit. Play that shit.
I saw from the darkness, telling myself that it is what it is. You took it far, so I took it the farthest. When I felt lonely, I spoke up the praise. On my soul, when I'm smoking, I'm mad, and that bitch cannot be around me if she mad. I told her, shorty, act up. That got her dreaded, now she wanna act up. Move like a kid, I told her I cannot with these hoes. I'm steady screaming free all my bros. I'm steady screaming free all my bro now. Boys push up on me, I gotta get low. Every day was a chase, we were
Tata said, boys push up on me, I gotta get low. Where are my dads, bro? That's dead ass what happened, bro.
was doing high speeds on the freeway. Free sheet, Mr. Make niggas car sick. They need to free all my teammates. Labels wanted me thoroughly, had to make sure the whole teammate. Emotions running like relay. I won't stop till my whole team pay.
Yeah. And that's how I made the first half of 4-1 Freeway. Yo, what's the word? Yes, Judy. Yo, I see you not following, so make sure you follow. Make sure you follow. Make sure you follow. I'm just breaking down all of the best beats I've made of all time. The best beats I've made of all time. And then shout out Lil Tag. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I was able to make this, and Lil Tag was able to be a part of it as well, because at first I wasn't jacking it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why can't it just be this? But then, in hindsight, I'm glad because, as y'all know, Lil Tag is Buddha Blesses Beats' cousin. It's his younger cousin. So I'm able to just lock in with him. I was able to lock in with him, and you know, just let's see where it goes. You know. So yeah, it's crazy, right? I do want to do a stream with him. Excuse me. What's funny is Lil Tag deadass FaceTime me on New Year's. We were supposed to do like a stream. Shit, we were supposed to do like a Discord song, like Beat Wars. That's still gonna happen. It's just like scheduling and just finding the right time and just making sure shit aligns. But I'm glad Lil Tag got on this, because once again, I'm able to connect with him, and not only that, Lil Tag, he's a fire ass producer. Like, he makes like fire ass like hyper pop shit and like that opium sound. So shout out Lil Tag. Yup. And that is 4-1 Freeway.